and gentlemen. Sorry for my absence of late. I've been a little preoccupied. But now that I'm back, let's get back on the protocol. So, what's on today's agenda? Really? Not too soon? We could always do something a little bit classic. Or we could do something a little bit on the obscure side. Or we can do my traumatic irony. Okay. Very well, children. This way. So here we have it. Grave Encounters. This is a Canadian straight-to-DVD production by directors The Vicious Brothers. It sounds like your typical found footage meets haunted asylum film, which was met with mixed reviews. Now, you might say, so we can expect pretty terrible things from this movie, right? Well, actually, after watching this, I think it might be one of the spookier movies I've seen in a while. It starts off letting us know a terrible fate took place. A film crew hosted by Lance Preston is creating a Ghost Hunter series, and they're on episode 6. Might as well be more ominous by making it episode 666, or even episode 66. But that would be a lot of episodes, so whatever. The crew wants to make a documentary on the Collins Woods Psychiatric Hospital, which ran from 1893 and shut down in 1963 because of terrible experiments. They interview the owner, a historian, and the caretaker, and pay him to say cryptic and spooky things.
I saw a ghost. It was really scary.
We find out over 8,000 patients were at the institution, and the experiments were led by a Dr. Freakin', which this backstory is freaking me out. Huh? But the story never got out too well because, and for real, the story was overshadowed by Babe Ruth. Look, folks, a terrifying apparition. Look over there, a man hitting a ball with a bat. Oh, the media's priorities are skewed. So the Grave Encounter team plans to spend the night in the abandoned asylum. Ooh, scary foreshadowing. Hey folks, this is an important plot point that serves a purpose later, so take note, because you're gonna be quizzed later.
It's like these hallways go on forever.
Yep. Yeah, slit her wrists in this tub.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Down here, you could easily get lost.
Just over there. And he swears that something pushed him off the ladder. He took it and he quit.
Well, that doesn't sound like a residual haunting. It sounds like an intelligent haunting. A residual haunting is thought to be like an echo from the past, continuing to loop over and over again. An intelligent haunting is actually a spirit that interacts and has intention.
Is that like comparing the remaining emotions of the ghosts in the Grudge movies, where the happenings just happen over and over again, compared to a ghost that just goes, boo, asshole? So the plan is to spend the night taking readings and getting any juicy material that they can, while being locked up until the next morning. Why? I mean, maybe the owner has to, but this seems dangerous and pointless, especially if they have a permit.
We have a permit.
I mean, seriously, so much nope.
Motion, music behind it, everything's creepy.
So Lance does his Jeff Wingham impression, and then they go and meet the medium, which likes doing his Mick Jagger impression, which the film bluntly tells us he's a fake from the beginning.
Yeah. That was great.
Okay, was that too much?
No.
Wow, maybe try to sound a little less skeptical.
Yeah, that's my job.
Ghosts are believed to cause dramatic drop-offs in air temperature, known in the paranormal community as cold spots.
Like what? Like the opposite of a ghost in a pool? Bad ghost! Alright, so this equipment does this and that does that. Okay, fast forward. Thanks, movie. So they're sealed in and they wander and explore the hallways. I bet all those doors are locked until you find the right key.
Is there somebody with us?
Lay back.
If you are here, show yourself.
Hey man, I'm dead and I'm resting, and you walk in here like your boss? Fuck you. The next technique is to use spirit photography, where they take pictures of random places, where they hope to find evidence of ghostly activities. Which is actually a pretty cool technique, and I feel like there's so much more they could have done with this, but this definitely serves a pretty cool purpose later.
We're gonna have to wait for the pictures to be developed. If there is a ghost behind me, we won't know until later.
And then Lance decides to sit in the suicide tub.
I am really creeped out in here.
Get out of the dirty tub, you prick!
What the fuck is this?
That wheelchair. It's gonna move. It's gonna move. Yep. I knew it. Yep. That wheelchair. Yep.
Hold on. Hi, Pumpkin. You afraid of monsters under the bed? Monsters aren't real, baby. Even if they were real, they wouldn't want to come to our house because you know Daddy will take care of them for you.
Ah, see? It's funny because Daddy says there's no monsters when there's monsters right by Daddy. Daddy's fuck.
What the fuck was that? That's solid, all right? Nothing short of tornado is gonna move that door. How much you think that weighs?
Obviously, somebody's fucking around if they know we're shooting here. Listen, if there's anybody here trying to fuck with us, it's not funny.
So you're saying someone snuck into the building and is adding content to your show for free? Doy.
A ghost actually manipulated her hair. Give us a sign. Make a noise or manipulate my hair.
No. So the crew meets back at the lobby because cameraman TC ain't got time for that, but then they find that Matt the camera guy has gone missing, so they begin their quest for Matt. But first the gang splits up for some reason.
Let's split up, gang. Huh?
And TC here is pushed down some stairs. Ooh, I felt that. And here we have an example of a pretty decent jump scare. Because it's grounded, and we can see it coming, and despite that, this loud sudden noise and action still works. Now I want you all to pay attention now, because this is where the movie gets really interesting. The crew is restless because Kenny is a no-show, and to make things worse, there's no phone signal, the food has gone rotten for some unseeming reason, all other exits are sealed or missing, even the roof access, and the compass is wonky. So they bust the door open for a pretty unexpected reveal. That on the other side is a mirror existence of the asylum. Now that is a cool idea. The concept that these characters are trapped in an alternate reality with no sense of space or time, even outside is like a void, still dark outside the windows even though it reads the afternoon o'clock, it's otherworldly and the sense of losing control can be truly frightening. Alright, now based off your notes before, what do you think they're going to find on the other side of the door? Is it A, Kenny, B, Casper the Friendly Ghost, or C, the obvious detail to prove that all these characters are fucked?
Lance?
Are those the same doors?
But you know, even though the situation is dire, they all take it pretty well.
Somebody help us!
There could be an electric anomaly that has actually moved our clocks faster or something so that, you know, it's actually not...
A scientific explanation is always fascinating and could be an interesting direction. So now they go back to look for Matt. What a physics-bent nightmare. Now that's some Cthulhu shit there. Overwhelmed and tired, Lance has a Blair Witch moment in front of the camera, and your snot bubble is lacking, bro. They fall asleep and wake up to the girl having hello cut into her. Aw, the ghost is just trying to be nice in its own sadistic way. Well, I have a perfectly civilized response. For a brief moment, they have some hope through the radio static, and then someone runs by. Thinking it's Matt, they pursue. But, you don't fuck with someone in a corner. Still not as scary as Courage the Cowardly Dog. But nonetheless, let's not go... Like the ghost can't find you otherwise. Oh, and Mick Jagger is dead. Oh well. So still hiding, the crew falls asleep again, and then they wake up with hospital tags. Huh, another interesting idea that they all might be mental. You get used to them once you escape. The black one means you were really naughty. They continue down blindly down the hallways with no sense of direction, but at least they get some friendly responses. Eventually they do find Matt, and the interesting thing is time seems to work differently for him.
We can all leave as soon as we're better.
Another clue that maybe they're all patients, or else absorbed into their reality. Both are pretty cool. And then they fall asleep again, and then they wake up to a rave party. I hate it when that happens. Like me saying, "Good night, everybody." Wait, what was that? Oh my god, they're feeling everything! They wind up back at the suicide tub because, obviously, we have to exploit that. But poor TC, he, teleports through it. That happened. And this is the part of the movie where there's just a lot of walking around atmosphere. But don't forget to equip your metal pipe. And then Lance finds some dripping blood in the corner. Huh. You know this won't end well. Nope! So as they try to fend off the patient from the other side of the door, Matt decides that he wants out of this movie. And then we come to an endless dark hallway. The girl vomits blood, which makes me wonder if maybe there's a mold issue, because mold has been known to do some crazy shit. And then we're shown that they're pretty close to one of their cameras, almost as if ironically, even though as much as they walk, they never seem to get any closer, which goes back to the idea of space being distorted. And the time code is all fucked up, so obviously Bermuda Triangle shit going on here. And as they fall asleep again, the black cloud from Lost takes the girl. Didn't know we had guest stars. And then Lance sits there, hopeless, playing back the tape recorder, hoping to get an answer from the apparitions.
What do you want from me?
To move this movie along, you twat. Lance wakes up in the dark hallway to find a door suddenly appears. He enters all hysterical and finds photos of experiments and ritual designs. What? And there's a book in some weird language, and notes about lobotomies. But this all leads up to the final encounter, where Lance sees a bunch of the ghostly doctors around a medical table. The moment is pretty tense, especially when Lance makes a noise, and all the doctors are suddenly staring right back at him. Yeah, you were a little close there, buddy. Admittingly, the effect is a little silly. Damn! But it works. And then we get our final clip with Lance, forever trapped in his alternate reality.
Let's rest. Signing off.
And that was Grave Encounters. Now, as part of the protocol, the main question on our mind is, was it scary? So here's what I got for the scares. The ghost photography, first and second time. Yeah, a pretty basic technique, but nonetheless, it shows that presence is there that the characters cannot see. So we, the audience, know that shit's going on, but our characters do not. The wheelchair moving. Again, a pretty cliched thing, but it's the subtle things that really get to you sometimes. But personally, I cannot defend the bed flying because big actions like that usually don't scare me that much, they come off as more goofy. But that's up to you as the viewer to decide what's scary and what's not. Revealing the mirror asylum and being trapped with no sense of space and time is an idea that's pretty unique to this movie and a really cool idea at that. Like I said before, in a literary sense, this is definitely like a Cthulhu type situation where the idea of going mad, of no sense of space and time, and having no sense of control is a really terrifying concept to the basic human mind. And another scary concept is falling asleep and waking up with strange details, like the girl getting cut hello into her skin, or waking up with hospital tags or hands, scary? Or even the door in the endless hallway. This is a really neat concept that could lead to a lot of other really neat ideas and could even give reason to be afraid of going to sleep. Not just because of Freddy Krueger, but because you don't know what you're going to wake up to next. And obviously, the endless dark hallway. In the movie, it's kind of a basic idea, but imagine being in a hallway where you can barely see and you never reach the end. Even the final scene building up to the doctors is pretty unnerving because the tension just builds. And the fact that Lance, the main character, is lost, he's scared, he's confused, he's hungry, he's weak, and then suddenly he has the confrontation. And he's vulnerable. And he's surrounded. Always makes for a good scare. The girl in the corner. You don't fuck with things in corners. Basic scary movie logic. Blood dripping from above. Same. Some of these scares are kind of cliched and are not the most strongly executed, but somehow they work. Maybe it's the pacing of the movie or even just how it delivers it or how it all kind of works together. But something here just works. Like for the ghostly face effects, something about the way things contort and the sound that comes with it. It's a wonderful combination that goes into our human brain. It says, something is wrong. Something is not right here. And I'm not okay with this. Oh my god. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today, and thank you for watching and having me back. As for now, I'm off to go work on the next review. So, take care. Oh my god. Well, this is awkward. You're telling me. Did you at least tell them about the next review? Of course I did. Well then, see you next time. See you next time.
Yeah!